Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. Really awesome One Punch news. So it's making its English language debut on Toonami next week. So I'm going to do a quick explainer for what One Punch is and why everybody loves it so much. It was like the best anime to premiere last year. Important stuff first. If you've been watching or reading One Punch Man, then you know that it just ended its 12-episode Season 1 run, but the English language dub version isn't debuting until next week, July 16th. So it's a really good opportunity if you have friends that do not typically watch anime to get into it, because it is probably the best new anime in a long time. It's the anime that people who have been watching anime for a long time are really excited about, because it's kind of like the Deadpool of shonen manga. Because even though there are a lot of really awesome anime series like Dragon Ball, Fullmetal Alchemist, One Piece, they also come to very similar tropes. So just like Deadpool became a very post-comic book character, someone the writers could use to make fun of other comic book writers and all comics in general, just for doing a lot of the same things over and over with characters, having the same character types, having the same character arcs. So in each episode of One Punch Man, they kind of take on a different character. Like they take on Piccolo in episode 1 with Vaccine Man. So naturally the first episode completely roasts Dragon Ball in the idea of the overpowered hero. So you know what happens when you start to see the same thing over and over with characters and arcs, you get really tired of it. So one of the reasons why people really love One Punch is because Saitama, the protagonist, is just really tired of it all. He's like, I'm so bored by all these fights, he just mows through his enemies like it's no big deal. So it's really more of a comedy parody series like Deadpool is in the comics in that way. So if you're a big fan of the way the Deadpool character works, even if you've only seen the movie, you haven't been reading Deadpool in the comics or anything like that, this is a really good gateway drug into anime because you don't necessarily need to understand all the tropes that it's making fun of in order to enjoy it. Like, it's just funny by itself, but it works on so many different levels. Like, you have this meta commentary about how all shonen anime has gotten tired and boring because, like, for instance, you find out the secret to Saitama's power. Like, he ends up finding this android, and eventually the android asks him, how did you get so powerful? And you're expecting this really grand reveal like, oh my god, he's going to tell him the secret of how he became the most powerful person in the world. And he says, I did 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10K run every single day, which is like the most boring explanation ever. So the joke is that Saitama thinks it's this really big deal, but it's just the stupidest thing ever. So all of One Punch is really this smart send-up of anime in a very Deadpool-type way. Deadpool is just the example I'm using because a lot of you are familiar with him from the movies or from the comics, in the way that he's a meta character that makes fun of all comic book characters in all superhero films. So One Punch does that for anime and manga. So it's like a really good gateway drug. In next week, starting on the 16th, it's going to make its English language dub debut on Toonami. So if you've never watched it, or if you want to watch it again, or if you have friends that don't watch anime, it is the perfect series to make them join your cult without realizing it. And if you're not sure about Season 2, there will be a One Punch Season 2, but just like Attack on Titan, the creators are like, oh my god, this is amazingly popular. Of course we're going to do a Season 2, but they didn't set a date, so just to be determined. So while I'm not expecting it to be an Attack on Titan situation where we do have to wait 4 years to get Season 2, I do think that it's too late in the year for them to get any episodes out this year. So probably like next year fall at the earliest, and could be a little bit later than that. So just brace yourself for a delay for Season 2 of One Punch. But if you do want to see it faster, I think probably the ways that you can support it are either to buy the manga, watch it on Viz, watch the English language dub when it drops on Toonami. That's really the best way to let the networks know, hey, people want to see this, we'll get Season 2 out faster. That and yelling at them on social media. Although maybe that first method's a little bit better. But let me know in the comments, what do you guys think of One Punch? Do you like the way that it just completely roasts all these other anime series? But hopefully now, if you've never seen it or you've never read the manga, you understand why people won't shut up about it. Even old, angry anime watchers who are completely burnt out on the genre have come back to it now because of this. This is what gets really old, grumpy people to watch anime again. So I don't really have any weekly One Punch videos planned or anything like that. I might do one more just for the season in general, but I pretty much summed up my thoughts on it already in this video. But if you guys do want me to do more anime videos, just let me know in the comments. There is a new episode of Berserk on Friday, but a lot of people feel like it's kind of a dumpster fire, so we'll see how that goes. And for those of you that are asking about Attack on Titan, like I posted the Attack on Titan video a couple days about Season 2, I will make weekly videos when that comes back, but like I said in the video, it's not going to premiere till spring 2017, so that's a long ways away. So be sure to subscribe to get everything. I'm totally open to doing anime videos, but a lot of it just depends on what everyone's feelings are on each series. While you guys wait for my next video to post, you can click here to learn all about Attack on Titan Season 2. They finally confirmed a premiere date. It should have premiered last year. And you can click here to learn all about Iron Man passing the mantle to a 15-year-old girl. There's going to be a 15-year-old girl that will be Iron Man this fall. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.